Pausing. I'm not ready.
Hi, my name is Melissa and I'm a professional soul singer. Today we're going to be discovering...
Bonsoir, my dudes! How on earth have you been? I hope whatever you've been getting up to this week, most of your activities have included laughter.
Get the fuck out of here, Tommy.
I almost had him.
Today on Soul Singer Discovers, we're going to be rediscovering something. Ooh. But before we get to it, it's time for another Metalhead Musing. Today's Metalhead Musings comes from Lady Gee. Lady Gee is fun to say also. Lady Gee says, yes, they are musical wankers, but they're the best musical wankers ever. Seen them 11 times in the past 30 years, and yes, it does smell like your grandpa. Fantastic reaction. I hope you react to more Dream Theatre. Dream Grandpa Theatre. Yeah, I think a lot of people, we got in the comments section and really tussled it out about Dream Theatre. Some people had some real talk about James LaBrie and his voice, and some people were very sort of sticking up for him and go, no, James LaBrie had food poisoning, that's really unfair. I'm afraid to say that I fall on the side of sticking up for James LaBrie. Being a singer is a pain in the arse, and if you get food poisoning, oh Lord have mercy on your soul. You're not going to be singing any good anytime soon. But it was wonderful to watch all of you in the comments section talk about your band that you love so much, that are incredibly complex and incredibly impressive musically and a little bit pretentious, but understand that it's okay to acknowledge that, which I love. I love you guys for that. I think my audience is great. I think I have actively cultivated an audience of people who understand that it's okay to be a hypocrite, it's okay to be a bit pretentious, and it's okay as long as you admit it, as long as you're truthful about it. I love that. Today, kids. Today we're rediscovering Tool. Now, Tool scratch my brain, but equally give me new itches to scratch. They're just an incredibly interesting band. I think some of the musical choices they make are fascinating. This song particularly was requested a lot in the comments section. We've still got to get through so much Tool, and you know the thing about Tool is, I'm never going to get the same thing twice, ever. I think Maynard's voice is really interesting. He is capable of very delicate vocals, but also very aggressive vocals. I mean, not quite corpse grinder, but you know what I mean. He digs in, he's got some passion. I'm not even going to bother my arse with Rosie the Robot, because you guys know, let's just do it, let's get straight in there. Today we're rediscovering Tool, and the song will be SCHISM. I'm not ready. I'm just not ready. I always finish a Tool video and then I'm like, maybe I'll just not do music anymore. Because real music has been made. What's the point? Okay, let's do it. Tool, SCHISM. Boom. Pausing. I need a glass of red wine and a lie down. I really truly do. I think the melody is gorgeous. Da, 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 ba. And then the melody that's going on above that it's just outstanding. I think Maynard has a really understated voice at times. It's like he's not trying. I mean, obviously he is, but he's just it's not quite conversational, but he's very close to the mic, I imagine. Yeah, already the rhythm is really messing with me. I think that's standard for Tool. It's like, oh, do you like the feeling that you're falling downstairs, but you're only going to hit every third and fourth stair on the way down? Listen to a Tool song. I also know that some of you get mad at me for watching the videos that are like with the visual representation because you feel like it distracts me. I hear what you're saying, but no, because I know that one of the people in the band is a visual artist, and why on earth would they have such visually compelling music videos if not for the very fact that someone in the band has picked something that goes along with the music beautifully. Also, I'm not really getting distracted by it this time because I'm too busy listening and trying to pick apart the Hellraiser box that is what's going on. Yeah, I really like the melody and the harmonies that's going on. They're really crunchy, super crunchy. Let's keep going. Boop. Oh no, that's the thing about Maynard. He digs in sometimes, and then when he does dig in, the timbre of his voice changes quite drastically, and it goes from this sort of like lilting da 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 da. He's basically just taking the twang, and twang is just like It's that kind of vibe. He's just taking his twang and he's turning it right up. And that's pretty impressive. It's also a lovely stylistic choice to go from being very delicate at parts and then turning your twang up so it becomes really resonant and That was a lovely sound I just made. You're welcome. Also, what in the Nightbreed is going on with these little puppets? Puppets with teeth? No. Puppets are not supposed to have teeth. Can you imagine Kermit the Frog if he had teeth? Unacceptable! Unacceptable! Let's keep going. That's cool. Oh. Okay. Yeah, there were like three different sections that each individual section had its own little tree of branches that came out into different ideas. If someone said to me, right, as someone who has an education in nonsense, complete nonsense, if someone was like, oh yeah, I'm doing like a master's in like music like this, I'd be like, oh, I see. So you're doing a composition master's. That's hard as shit. That's like real things. Yeah, it's really complex and it's really impressive. I think my favourite thing out of this whole thing, weirdly, that weird drone at the beginning of the track, because I couldn't decide if it just sounded like a swinging frequency or it was some form of Asian style singing that had just had some weird pedal put on it. You know what I'm talking about? Let's go back, I'll prove my point. Wait a minute. Tell me. Swinging free. I don't know. Spooky. I love that. Also, like I say, Maynard's choice in his technique and his timbre, but the harmonies that were over the first. I'm not even gonna insult them and call them verses because they're not verses. The harmonies that were layered above that were glorious. It's Opeth all over again. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that this is incredibly impressive because you know that. You know that. When you clicked on this and you saw what I was doing, you knew. What do you think of this track? What do you think about this in the body of work that is Tool? What do you think about puppets and teeth? Do you think they should have teeth? As always, let me know in the comments section what you think, your thoughts, your feelings, any trepidation you may have. As always, thank you to my patrons. Until next time, my dudes, try not to have a mental breakdown.